ED busts multinational terror funding network linked to PFI SDPI. The Enforcement Directorate ED has uncovered a massive criminal network orchestrated by the Popular Front of India PFI and its political arm, the Social Democratic Party of India SDPI, following a lengthy investigation that exposed their involvement in financing terrorist training, communal unrest, and radicalization activities across India. According to sources within the ED, the criminal operation ran a shadow economy that facilitated the movement of over Rs62 crore in illicit funds, which were funneled through a web of fraudulent financial practices, fake trusts, underground hawala networks, and a dedicated chain of operatives. The network, with both domestic and international connections, was strategically built to finance illegal activities, including terror training, communal violence, and mobilizing citizens against the Indian state. MK Faizi, the mastermind behind the operation. At the heart of this extensive conspiracy lies MK Faizi, the national president of SDPI and a member of the National Executive Council (NEC) of PFI. According to the ED investigation, Faizi was the mastermind behind the financial operations of SDPI, playing a pivotal role in orchestrating PFI's underground economy. His position allowed him to mobilize funds both domestically and internationally, especially from Gulf nations such as Qatar and UAE, where a significant portion of the illicit funds originated. Faizi personally oversaw the fundraising efforts, which included cash donations, cadre fees, and money laundering through SDPI's organizational bank accounts. ED sources revealed that Faizi personally handled Rs 15.4 lakh in illicit funds through HDFC Bank, disguising it as legitimate political income. These funds were then redirected to support violent riots, murder plots, and radical training camps, including several notorious terror-linked operations. Faizi's central role within SDPI and his direct involvement in terror financing has led the ED to label him as the primary architect of a sophisticated, transnational terror financing network. Key figures in the financial web. Faizi's operations were further bolstered by his close associate Wahijur Rahman, who managed field operations and controlled the actual cash channels used to funnel funds through party sympathizers. Rahman coordinated with various operatives to move illicit money, ensuring its effective use in SDPI's physical operations, including acts of violence and destabilizing protests. Rauf Sharif, a crucial player in the network, headed the Campus Front of India CFI, which is linked to PFI's Student Front. Sharif played a significant role in channeling funds from abroad through Shafiq Payeth, a key operator based in Doha. Payeth's operations in the Gulf were integral to the transfer of cash from overseas donors into SDPI's hands. In addition, Ashraf MK and Abdul Razak were pivotal in converting illicit funds into real estate and property, further laundering the money into legitimate assets. The SDPI state units across various regions were also involved in hoarding and laundering the money, acting as crucial storage points for the criminal funds. SDPI's operatives Rashid and Kunju. The investigation also revealed Rashid and Kunju, two operatives linked to SDPI, who were directly involved in physical crimes funded by SDPI. These individuals were integral to the violent operations on the ground, executing plans for communal violence, and engaging in illegal acts designed to fuel unrest and radicalization across Indian states. Well-organized transnational conspiracy. The case has unraveled a carefully coordinated and expansive network of radicalization and terror financing, which operated not only through domestic channels but also extended across borders. The SDPI nexus, through its transnational network, sought to utilize political and civil liberties infrastructure to further their ideological war against the Indian state. They exploited legal avenues, including using their political party status and social activism fronts, to mask their true intentions, funding terrorism and radicalization efforts. The network used underground hawala networks, illegal cash donations, and fraudulent financial practices to raise money from sympathizers abroad, while simultaneously using the SDPI's political influence to create public disturbances, thereby feeding into their larger goal of sowing discord and instability within the nation. ED's action and future investigations. Swipe left for next video. Following the unearthing of this network, the Enforcement Directorate has initiated a series of actions, including freezing accounts, seizing properties linked to illicit transactions, and interrogating key members of PFI and SDPI. The investigation is ongoing, with the ED planning to expand the probe into the wider network of international financiers and operatives involved. Sources close to ED have stated that further arrests and more seizures are expected as the investigation deepens, and international cooperation may be sought to bring to justice those operating from foreign territories, particularly the Gulf countries, which have emerged as key nodes in the funding network. Latest blogs.